Hey everybody, how are you today? I'm Verna from Stampin' Notes. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Western New York, and I'm coming to you today from my studio. I have some more easy Valentine cards to show you, and I can't wait for you to see them. Uh, I am also excited to share with you. I'll show you the ones we made yesterday. So guess what? It's my birthday week, so I have a very cool ordering special for you if I can get it out. So you can get, normally I make 4 cards a week. This week it's 6, and you can get the kits for each of the 6 cards with an order of $50 or more. You will need the Love Notes Designer Series paper to finish your cards, and that will include like the ribbon and if your order is $75 or more, I will include a pack of the loose Valentine assortment, and I will be using that today, so you will get to see those in person. So hey, if you're on, say hi, tell me where you're from. I'm going to switch to our project view here, and I always love to see have you say hi and tell me where you're from. Let me see here. I want to make sure I see your comments. Hi, Lena. Thank you. And so I'm going to show you. Let's see. We're on the project view, so you should be able to see these. I'm going to move my light over a little bit. Nope, looks better right there. So we're using the Love Notes Designer Series paper, and this is a 6x6 paper from Stampin' Up. It's really cute because so far the cards I've made, I haven't done any stamping. There are sentiments, really cute sentiments. We just click, your extra special, something sweet for someone, neat. Happy Valentine's Day. And there are more, love you more. I really love this one. We're going to use this one today and that one. And there's your amazing. And then these are great for scrapbooking too. There's places like this could hold a photo or writing. This says Happy Heart Day. So there's all kinds of eclectic little sayings and pictures you can use to make your cards. So here's a look at the cards we did yesterday. This one says Happy Heart Day. This one is where we just click with a camera on there and Be My Valentine. Here's a fun fold that says Happy Valentine's Day. And this die cut is from the Endless Love dies. I'm going to show those to you in a minute. Here's another fun fold, Love You More. And then I'm going to show you 2 more today. Also, if your order is $75 or more, it's bonus days. So guess what? For every $50 that you order, you get a coupon for $5 to spend in February, beginning February 3rd. And bonus days continue until February 2nd. So there's a lot going on. And if your order is $75 or more, you can get the project of the month. I'm sorry, product of the month. It's the Fabulous Sayings birthday. Sorry, Fabulous Sayings stamp set. This is my writing, but these are the sentiments in that set. Lots of nice sentiments there. You're on my mind. Thank you. Sending love. You can do anything. To a fabulous friend. And there's a few more there. So only $5 for that stamp set if your order is $75 or more. And you can shop right in my online store. So these are the dies that I've been using, the Endless Love dies. The die cuts will also be in your kit, already die cut for you. And we're going to use a few of these today. We're going to be using this one and the arrow here. There's also this series of little hearts here that you could die cut the corner of a heart out. And they're really, really nice die set. I'm going to set them over here. I'm going to show you in the catalog where you can find, in the mini catalog, where you can find this set. And it is on page 17 is where the designer series paper is, and it's only $12.50. And it also here has some sketches or templates so you can uh, make your own cards, help give you ideas. I know sometimes I'm stumped, like where do I begin? I don't know if you guys ever deal with that, but I do. Hi, Margaret. Hi, Debbie. Thank you so much for sharing. Debbie, you're from Southwest Michigan. I know Margaret is from Dansville, which is over the hill and a few miles away from me. Okay, so this is a very cool set. Now I want to show you a card I got this week, and we're going to case this card today. It's from my friend Nancy Thompson, and she is a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, very talented, does beautiful work, and she's also a quilter, but isn't this pretty? And it has the the card front is stamped in the background, and then it has these corner triangles of designer series paper, and then also there's two layers here of cardstock designer series paper. She has sentiment here with some leaves, and I think this is the lovely, I can't remember the name of it, something lovely designer series paper. So I decided to case this for the first card we're going to do with our Love Notes set. And we're going to start with a piece of cardstock Flirty Flamingo. Flirty Flamingo is so bright and happy. This is 8.5 by 5.5, scored at 4.25. I'm just going to burnish that down like that. And I've chosen this piece of the Love Notes Designer Series paper. I'm not going to do any stamping because we're not going to do any stamping on our cards. We're totally using this Designer Series paper. It's one reason it makes them so easy and fast to do. But we are going to adhere this to the front here. And I'll bring in my glue gun. This glue gun is from My Sweet Petunia, or you can get it at scrapbook.com. It's great if you have arthritis in your hands. I do have Stampin' Up's Tombow glue in it. It comes with an extra empty glue bottle. And so this layer is going to cover the whole front. It's 5.5 by 4.25. Okay. So now also we want to use a piece of the green Love Notes paper. Let me see if I can find a piece in here. I'd already cut it, but I want to show you how. I have some that's already cut, but I want to show you how I cut it. It's a little tricky if you have a pattern. And I'm just trying to pull that paper out. Here it is. All right, so we need a piece that is 4 by 3. And I'm going to get my, go ahead and get my trimmer here. And if you've got a pattern going on, well, I'll tell you in a minute after I cut this off. So here's a neat pattern that goes really well with this paper that we could incorporate maybe on the inside. So if you have a pattern going on that's directional, you want the width to be the 4 inches. So I'm just going to cut a sliver off this. If you don't have a pattern, it doesn't really matter. So there's our width at 4 inches, and then we're going to trim it down. We want 3 inches. It's 4 by 3. And I could get another one out of that. So now what we're going to do is we're going to trim this on the diagonal. So I'm laying one point here and one point down here. I'm going to start in the middle so it doesn't tear the ends of my paper when I start with that blade. Okay, so there are 2 pieces that we're going to layer onto our card. All right, so we're going to add one up here, and it's going to come in about 1/4 inch. And the other one is going to go right here like that. This is going to be mostly covered because we're going to have our middle layers there. Oh, let's see here. Just refreshing my computer so I can see your comments. Okay. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to adhere our triangles on there. Also, if you order from me, you'll get the kits and the PDF tutorial for all of the cards if you order from me this week. And my website is www.stampinnotes.com, STAMPIN notes.com. I really need to have that on my surface here. All right, and this is going to go, so I'm eyeballing to see if these are lined up. Has anyone made one of these cards? All right, so these are lined up, and then because Nancy's had the stamping that showed on the side, let me pull that back in here, right here underneath. I laid designer series paper down because I didn't want to do any stamping to show that we can make beautiful cards without stamping with this set. So we've got this going on here, which is pretty. Now we're going to bring in a piece of Flirty Flamingo cardstock, and this is, let me see here, 3 1/8 by 4 1/8. And before we layer that on the front, we're going to, I want this piece of paper, and I'm going to cut it down to 3 by 4. It's going to be a tight fit right here. I want this little swag in there. Hi, Linda. It's $50 before tax and shipping. So $50 in product to get the kits. And then if your order is $75 or more, I will include the loose Valentine's assortment. They're really cool little shapes, hearts, and there's some little envelopes there to use, and I'm going to be using them today. So, yep, and my online store is stampinnotes.com. Okay, so we want to cut this down to 3 inches wide, and I know it's already about from here to here is 3 inches, so we're going to cut right like that. And I think I need to just cut a little more off there. And let's go for, there we go. Thanks, Linda. All right, and then I think I want to take another sliver off this side. And again, I'm starting in the middle of my paper where I'm going to cut. We're going to turn it this way, and we want this 3 inches, so it should look about right. I'm going to start in the middle here. Okay, so we have our little swag there. We'll take this out, and I'm going to bring this back in. Let's see if this fits on here okay. And it does. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and adhere that on there. All right, and we'll have just a little thin bit of that Flirty Flamingo going around the edges there. So that's pretty. Okay, let's bring our card back in. And I'm going to go ahead and adhere this on the front of the card. And I'm going to use dimensionals on the back here. Hi, Jean. We're supposed to get, we have a winter weather advisory for snow starting around 7 p.m. tonight, 3 to 6 inches. Margaret, you must be in that too. It's been a really snowy winter. And I love this little pick end here. Great for all kinds of things. I love it too for picking up the backing off the tear and tape. Works really well. Okay. Putting them in the waste basket here. Okay, so let's bring this back in here. My paper's gone wonky. So I want to cover most of the white. So I think if I lay it like this, it's going to cover most of it. There's a little bit here and here, but we're not going to worry about that. And I think that needs to come over just a little bit. Maybe like that. Okay, isn't that pretty? All right, so there is a little, one of the little sayings is a little square. It says, love you more. Let me find it so you can see it. Well, it was in here, and I die cut it out with one of the hearts from the Endless Love dies. So we're gonna match this right up. So we've got that little swag on the top there. All right, and I'm gonna add more dimensionals to the back of this. Hi, Susan. Nice to have you on there. Yeah, I want to do a scrapbook page with this paper too. I really have not been much of a scrapbooker, but I'm really starting to enjoy it since Stampin' Up! Acquired close to my heart, and just seeing other demonstrators that do enjoy that and have done it for a long time. All right, so let's move this over just a little bit here. It says, love you more. Now I'm going to bring in a piece of our strawberry slush ribbon, and we're going to tie just a little, just a knot, so we have some little tails there on the center of that. And you will get the ribbon in your kit. Okay, so I'm just gonna, I've cut this way more longer than I need, but you know how that is. It's easier to tie something that's too long than too short. All right, so we're gonna add that there with a glue dot. And grab a glue dot off here. Does anyone have the Endless Love stamp set and dies? The stamp set's on back order. I actually was going to do a class with that, and I didn't want to do it because it's on back order. But this paper is available. All right, so let's add some of those little our loose Valentine's assortments to this. And I think let's put, I'm going to grab them with a putty end of my take your pick tool. I've got a, oh, come on. We're not sticking. I don't want the envelope. Okay. So I'm going to put down just a little dot of glue. Couldn't find my glue gun. Okay. Thanks, Jean. Let's add a little dot right here. We'll lay down that little heart. And I think I'll put another one there. Got a pink one. with them going like that. And then maybe, I don't know, maybe another one right there actually. Let's see, let's grab another pink one here. They have white, but the white's not going to show up very well. All right, so there's that. You could even put some up there in that corner. Let's open it up here, and I'm going to grab a piece of basic white cardstock. This is 5 by 3 3/4. And we'll add it to the inside. Like that. And then let's pick out something to put there. Maybe I'll just cut a piece of this designer series paper and put it on the side. So our inside piece is 5 inches long, so we want this to cut this to 5 inches. And then let's do 5/8 of an inch. I'll use my tweezers because it's thin. It'll help not get sticky ink on my fingers. Are you a liquid glue person, or do you like a tape runner? I like the liquid glue just because you can move it around easily. And all right, so there is our 5th card, Love You More. And it could even be a birthday or just a thinking of you card. Love You More. Okay, so for the 6th card that I'm going to do today, we're going to use a color I don't usually use, Azure Afternoon. I like it. I just rarely use it. And I should use it more. Looking for my bone folder. There it is. Oh, I forgot to add something to the card front. I had die cut an arrow. I was going to put it, well, nope, I'm not going to now. I think I like it just like that. All right, getting back to this card here. There is a piece of the paper in the Love Notes Designer Series paper that is azure blue on one side, and then a mix of reds, cherry cobbler, real red, and flirty flamingo and white on the back. And again, we're going to cover this whole front with this piece of paper. I saw someone do a really cute Easter card with the azure blue and the little puffy stickers that they've come out with for Easter. I ordered those, but I really haven't looked at them yet. I think Easter is mid-April or early April this year. Okay, so there's that layer. And then I have 2 pieces. This is one of the pieces of designer series paper with the hearts, and we're going to layer this onto this real red paper. I lost my computer screen. There we go. Linda, you like the tape runner. Jean, you like the glue. I know, I think you can go faster with the tape runners. But I just like the convenience of being able to move things around. All right, and this is going to go on our real red here. So we have just a fine line of color on the sides, not on the ends, because it's the same length as the real red. Move that down a little. Okay, now before I put this on here, I'm going to add some ribbon around this, and this is a real red ribbon that we had at Christmas time. I think it's shiny, real red, shimmery maybe. It has kind of a really pretty shimmer to it. And we're going to put it up towards the top, about probably a third of the way down, like that. Now, before I tie that knot, I want to add a heart to that. So, I die cut one of the hearts using the Endless Love dies. And there's also this die in there that cuts the swirly pattern out, and I want to layer my the red one onto the white one. Oh, your nails. I know, Linda. I know exactly what you're talking about. I had sticky stuff on mine yesterday and I just got mine done. I have to wear mine kind of short because I played piano. I would like them a little longer, but if I do, I have issues with the piano. Okay, so we're gonna, but I know what you mean about the glue and the liquid glue and nails. There's a little bit of liquid glue there. All right, so we have our red swirly on the front there. And now this little Be Mine heart here, I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to put that in the center of our heart. So if you've never watched me before on Facebook, I'm usually on Tuesdays, always Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then usually that is filmed also to my YouTube channel. And then sometimes when I can, I like to get on Wednesdays also. I'll get that out of there. There's all kinds of things you can do with this paper. It's just, it makes it so convenient to use. All right, so if you get the kits, you will need the paper because I don't have enough. There's only so many patterns and sentiments in the paper, as you know. All right, so we're going to add dimensional to the back of this little heart here. Right in the center. And then we're going to pop it right here. Be Mine. Now let's bring this back in here and let's tie our heart to the top of this. Let's see, I think I want the bottom tail. I'm going to come in from the back. I'm going to kind of twist it up a little. All right. I'm going to pull that tight again and tie a knot here. I'm kind of holding it down with my finger while I do it, and hopefully I can get this looped around there. We'll try again. Sounds like my husband came in upstairs. Here we go. Okay. So we want our heart kind of like that. And then I'm going to come in with scissors and just trim the ends of the ribbon because it's a little frayed from working with it. All right, so now we're going to add this to our card front, about right like that. A little tighter. Okay, so we're going with the glue, and I just glabbed some on the front. Here we go. Let's turn this around. There's our glab up there. I'm going to grab a wipe and wipe my fingers off here. So we've got our Be Mine there. And then I've cut out a little sentiment, the one that says "You're amazing." And I'm going to adhere it to this piece of basic white cardstock. You're amazing. And then I'm going to put it on the bottom of the card. We could do straight or we could do slanted. I think I'll do slanted. Like that. And let's add some gems to this. Or not gems, our little loose valentines here. Okay, so I think I'm going to add one right here. And we can put a white one on this and it will show up. Put it, oops, put it up here. I'm going to turn that a little bit. And let's add another one down here. Add a pink one will show up better, I think. Okay, you're amazing, it says. You're amazing. And we'll trim this off again. All right, so for our inside, let's open this up. And this is 5 by 3 3/4. Let's see what kind of a sentiment we can put on the inside here. Got "You're amazing." We got these, "Happy Valentine's Day," more of that. I think there's 6 pages of each one, each design in this. We've got "Be My Valentine," "Be Mine." That might be kind of pretty. And maybe, because it has the blue in it, I'm going to punch that out with a circle punch. Okay, so let's use see, this is 1 7/8. That'll work just about right. And put that right up there like that. Be mine. Okay, so let's take a look at all of the cards. There's this one, it says you're amazing. Oh, I wonder if we could put this arrow. Yeah, that's kind of cute. What do you guys think? Or should I leave it, not put it on it? The only place I think it would really go if I had it, I'm not really liking it, I don't think. Okay, let's look at the cards. So there is card number 6. And here's this one, Love You More. And we have this card right here, Little Fun Fold. We just click with the camera. Happy Heart Day. And another one that says Love You More, that's a fun fold. And it opens up like that. So I hope you guys really enjoyed seeing how to make these cards. And I'm going to scoot now, and I thank you so much for being with me today. And I hope you have a great rest of the week. Take care now.